Oh man, I forgot about that death there. Yeah, I got stuck up against the wall and there was nothing I could have done. I totally forgot about that one. I don't know how it just slipped my mind.
I even watched the footage from this not too.
I know. Never played that.
I'm surprised at how precise it is.
Mm.
How well a game that just actually controls you, like, because it's like it's so gimmicky. It's
Mm.
Phoenix Wright, yeah, you can't really have a top 50 DS games without at least one of those.
Yeah.
What Ends With You is really good, and like every DS top. Complete Beat is one I've always really obvious cop out. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I'd put it in my top 10. Yeah, it was pretty good. I've never played.
Huh. Me either. I hear it's good though.
I hear it's great, but like, I don't know. Spirit Tracks.
That is definitely wrong.
I've not played Spirit
Yeah,
Tracks.
Spirit Tracks is. I mean, don't. It's just touchscreen controls just do not work for Zelda. Simply said. I mean, just does not work.
Pokemon Black and White. Okay, to be fair, if you had to pick between Gen 4 and Gen 5,
Gen 4. Well, I don't know, that's tough to say. Like, I love Heart Gold and Soul Silver so much. Like, that's probably the Pokemon game I was the most excited to ever come out. You know, but Gen 5 was really good, I will admit. Like,
no,
because it just felt like there hadn't been a new Pokemon game in forever, generation in forever.
yeah. Now, what I'm gonna say is that when I was referring to Gen 4 versus Gen 5, I was talking about the main series game, not really counting the remake. Talk about Diamond and Pearl versus Black and White. I would definitely, for me personally, I'd say Black and White. Although I might say the sequels, just because I liked the variety of stuff.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, Heart Gold and Soul Silver were definitely two of the best in that console.
Yeah.
I actually never played Mario.
So, remember how I got the Deathless Stage 3?
Yeah.
It was my very first one, actually, and it's just crazy to think that I actually made it through Stage 1 and Stage 3 Deathless in the same exact run. Yeah. I mean, I had a Deathless Stage 3 in my one attempt of this game that finished. I mean, wasn't that amazing just rewatching it there?
Oh yeah, like I actually kind of forgot that it went that well.
Yeah. And also, I didn't even use the bomb on those missiles, so I actually saved some. So that even saved me a death in stage 4, which is really nice.
But I
So yeah, this
mean,
one
I
very
can't
good.
remember how this fight against Doom Destroyer goes. Always so like tense when you get.
Yeah, it was a close one.
I mean, do you see these mind games he's playing right? Ridiculous. I can't believe they'd even design a game so unfair. Not since Goma have I seen.
And look at this part. Like he intimidates me so much. It's like, oh, you want my face? Nope.
He's baiting you.
Exactly.
He's like, I do the bait and switch. I'm gonna go to the left. You know, you didn't expect that, did you? What now? I can go in all the cardinal directions. Ah, I can't handle that.
That Doom Destroyer fight was so close.
I know. I wasn't sure if you might have had to scratch your whole I did stage 3 deathless if we'd remembered about that fight wrong. You know, I don't like uncertainty. I'm not a fan of it.
I mean, now that I think about it, stage 1 and stage 3 deathless consecutively is really incredible.
Oh no, it's not like we were actually just like joking around about it being death. We already know what's gonna happen. We already know the result.
Exactly. This is just a past broadcast, and I am totally not playing it live. These buttons that you're hearing me press right now, it's just me imitating all the inputs.
Okay. I was wondering about that. I should have known because I've already seen this footage.
Yeah. That death right there was really unfortunate when it happened. Not much I could have done, but it's okay because I still complete the run. Ooh.
Missing that jump was a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
Could have saved yourself a bit of time.
Yeah.
Bit of time.
Time. Time killed me there. Because I set off the cycle. It's okay though. Didn't need that life there.
Well, I mean, you already knew that was gonna happen, right?
Yeah, I remember that part. It was really silly.
This part.
Oh man, I got so lucky to not die here. Look at that, he's just standing there intimidating me.
Bait me hard.
Hmm. Time.
Forgot about DDR Mario.
Oh yeah.
So odd. Waluigi is the final boss of that game.
Sick.
That automatically means it's perfect. I remember seeing a box with Mario DDR and the game, and it was like $20, and I wanted to get it, and I didn't.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, nowadays that DDR board accessory is probably really expensive.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Let's go. this is the run where I noticed it's actually better not to pick up that one power-up, the little purple thing, because I figured out that, in the middle of the run that you can actually kill these little imps here without it, and it saves a whole bunch of bombs, which is really nice.
I think
For
it's
some reason, these imps do have a ton of health. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed them, but yeah.
Now, I'm impressed that you figured out a strat like that in the middle of your run.
I know.
Tell you, I mean, I would have thought you had to go through a whole bunch of resets before you did that during the.
Exactly. But that was a really dumb death there. I don't know why I decided to just completely mess that up, but it was kind of a bad stage 4. I had was it like 3 or 4 deaths? I don't remember. I think it was 3.
I think it was 3.
Yeah. And Scarlet Skull was just, Scarlet Skull. I tried to go for the little quick kill position there where you can actually hit both eyes with one bullet, and I had it there for like a frame, but yeah, I unfortunately didn't get that in my run completely.
I mean, he's got the bring it around town strat.
Bring it around town.
Bring it around.
Actually came very close to death there in my run. I completely forgot about that part. But the main thing that you see me do during this fight is I try to hit the thing with 2 bullets at one time, so that's how that kill was so fast.
Okay, so stage 5 is where the run starts to ease down a bit.
Yeah. Then it begins at stage 7.
This is easily one of the best levels in the game.
That's debatable. I mean, it does have good things about it, but there's also some bad things about it. I mean, the controls are very interesting, but it's a nice little break, from everything else in this game that it has to throw at you. I mean, it's definitely a fun level to play. I'll give it that.
I was saying that because I remember the first time you were playing, you were shouting about how it doesn't.
I wasn't shouting. I was just kind of laughing at how it was designed. I mean,
that's what I meant.
It was just kind of hilarious, like it like you will think it's kind of bad because you don't see like a stage like this and think, okay, it has tank controls,
On a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, exactly.
You could do that.
And pretty much every single time you tap the button, you move a whole bunch. Like the camera shifts like 90 degrees. It's really silly. Or maybe not exactly 90, maybe like 45 degrees, but it's still really crazy. And most of the time I'm at 15 seconds when I get that little timer there. So that means I went pretty quickly for my casual standards. But overall, I mean, it was just a typical stage 5, Nothing too special. But this is where the game really does start being pretty generous when it comes to giving 1-ups, which is really good because, I mean, it is where the game starts to get pretty difficult. But once I figured out the trick that you can just go past those lasers like that, it made it a lot easier. So yeah, I actually had a Deathless Stage 5 there, which is, I mean, it was kind of interesting. I mean, that's typical Stage 5 there. So yeah, I actually get a 1-up from points there, which is pretty cool. Came very close to dying to that one wheel at that point. Stage 6 was always one of my favorite levels in this game. Don't know why, but it's a cool level. I always thought that this was probably one of the toughest parts in the run here, but I handled it pretty well. Up until that point, but started out well. I have a really good fight with this guy here. He dies pretty quickly, as you can tell. Kill that one guy before he even has a chance to do anything.
Wow.
What happened? Did the stream go ripperoni?
No, the stream's still up and all that. No. Oh no, it might have.
Oh.
No, it's good, okay.
Okay, good. I was about to say. If we don't get the recording of this run...
I mean, it's already recorded, right? We're just
Yeah.
talking over it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to have to watch it all over again, you know? Oh, I forgot right there at that one point that there's actually 2 spawns, or sets of platypus things. That's why I died there. Or 3 sets, actually, sorry.
Yeah, but no, I was just reading, someone posted on Facebook that, actor Christopher Lee died. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. He was 93, but I mean... One of the greats.
Yeah.
No. At least they got through the Hobbit trilogy before. There'll be no one to play. Well, get someone else to play. So.
Metal Roadster. This is an interesting boss. Very interesting. There's actually a position that you can get for the little part of the boss here, which I go for, and I get pretty easily. But this is pretty much the hard part of the fight. But luckily it's another Deathless Metal Roadster. It went pretty well. That's probably one of the few bosses that you can actually die on in this game. Outside of the final boss, which you'll see soon.
Now the crazy thing is that it was your first time fighting the final boss. Somehow just beat him.
Yeah. Exactly. timed that jump well in.
Timed it well.
That's one of the toughest jumps to go through without dying, but luckily if you miss it, it doesn't penalize you too much. It was very good that I didn't die there, because I used to die there a whole bunch. Fortunately died there, but yeah, it happens. I just had so many lives, it didn't really matter if I had a few extra deaths.
Yeah. And the dream's still alive.
Yeah. It was. At the point, I wasn't really too nervous about it, because I knew I'd be fine. Because, I mean, I had, like, prior to this, gotten to the very end, and, with just very few lives, so yeah, I wasn't really that nervous. As you can see, I died twice there, but I still have 10 lives, so, well, 10 plus lives, so it was going pretty well at this point. That was an unfortunate death, though. But luckily I don't die to this mini-boss here.
There's something a little unfortunate that would have happened, but it did.
Yeah. That was actually, right there I had a pretty fast fight. I always thought that these bugs here were so unfairly placed. But, anyways. I just forgot to think when I died there. But it ends up being okay in the end. Just had to wait one more cycle here. Then I'll make it that time. This is always one of my least favorite jumps playing the game.
Thankfully, it doesn't take you too many.
Yeah, I think I get it on my first try. Just have to wait a while for it. Okay, I guess I didn't recall correctly. It's okay. Yes. Yes, it is. Luckily you made that jump. That's actually a really difficult jump. It's a lot harder than it looks. So I still have a lot of my lives just because I didn't die that much early game. But you'll definitely see some deaths later, unfortunately. But it's just kind of what you can expect from levels like this. And those enemies there are pretty ridiculous too. I don't know what they were thinking. But continue on. Luckily, this upcoming one-up that I'm about to grab, I had just found recently in an attempt. I had actually completely missed that before, but unfortunately I have to die twice there, but happens. These jumps are probably some of my least favorite jumps in the game. Luckily, it all goes pretty well, and I get it all first try. Shown there.
Glad we remembered that right.
Yeah, because we were so wrong on the other jumps. I guess I had gotten it confused with another attempt.
Another attempt that got very close to the end, but didn't make it unlike this one.
Yeah. Yeah, that part was always one of my least favorites.
Thankfully, though, I think you're getting kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of close. Like, there's a little mini-boss coming up and then some really dumb jumps, but... you see here, this is the part right before the mini-boss, and they actually throw quite a few lives at you for the end, but... This is pretty much the point where I knew that I was about to beat the game. That was a pretty good fight there. Didn't die or anything. Still had 9 lives at this point, and there's even some 1-ups coming up, which pretty much allowed me to know that the game was pretty much done at this point. So weighed in and everything.
You can beat this game.
So there I actually just had to death boost just because I actually had no clue how to do that jump the normal way.
I thought it was pretty impressive that even though you did, you were pretty much going blind at this point. Wow, you were right when you said after that second.
So here I fight the final boss, the Guardian. Here I had no clue what to expect from him, so I'm just kind of mashing buttons, hoping I wouldn't die, and I just start using this little weapon which completely destroys him for the most part. And that's the game. Jim Power. Jim Power.
Yes!
Yeah.
So, I need to go get Daddy's prescriptions, and, did you want me to take you to Pepe's tonight?
Yeah, that'll be good. Beautiful ending, by the way. I did it. I did it. 13 hours. Well, actually, probably more like 12, I think.
Better than Starship Hector?
Tough one. I mean, I'd say this game, like, I beat Starship Hector deathless. It would take me a long time to beat this game deathless. But, I mean, Starship Hector didn't have continues, I don't think. Yes, high score!
But I mean, that means this game has more replay value, because I want to beat it deathless.
Number 1!
Yay!
That was also a 1 credit run, but did it. Also, just for fun, I want to show you something. This is a default difficulty of the game. Easy. Now, I promise you, like, I'm hard resetting here. just so I can show you that that is default difficulty, and I didn't switch it to that. So that was a hard reset. Options. Easy. And the only difference between difficulties in this game is, so it's on hard right now, and you'll see, like, it doesn't change enemies at all. The only difference that it makes is how many lives you have. So on hard difficulty here, we have 3 lives instead of 5. So that run still would have probably beaten it even if it was on hard mode, because I think I had quite a few left there at the end. But that's Gem Power. And unfortunately I'm going to have to go now, but I guess I'll talk to you later.